You picked up your phone to check one thing. Maybe it was the time, maybe it was a text. But then something caught your eye, and now it's been 47 minutes. You didn't mean to do that. You never mean to do that, but it happens every single day. And here's the part that should genuinely disturb you. You are not weak. You are not lazy. Your brain is doing exactly what it was built to do. The problem is, it was never built for this. Today, we're going to go inside your brain and find out exactly why doom scrolling feels impossible to stop, and what's actually happening in your head every single time you swipe. Let's start with a number. The average person spends 3 to 4 hours a day on their phone. That's over 50 days a year. Awake, conscious, scrolling. And the crazy thing is, most of that time is unplanned. People don't sit down and say, I'm going to scroll for 2 hours now. It just happens. So why? Why can't we stop something we know isn't good for us? Something we don't even want to be doing? The answer isn't about willpower. It's not about self-control. And it goes much deeper than that. It goes into the oldest, most primitive part of your brain. You've probably heard of dopamine. Most people think of it as the pleasure chemical, but that's not quite right. Dopamine isn't released when you feel pleasure. It's released when you expect pleasure. There's a difference, and that difference is everything. Here's what that means in practice. When you pick up your phone and start scrolling, your brain doesn't know what's coming next. Maybe the next post will be funny. Maybe it'll be shocking. Maybe it'll be something that makes you angry, or sad, or curious. Your brain doesn't know, and that uncertainty, that is the most addictive thing in the world. Psychologists call it variable reward. It's the same reason people can't stop pulling the handle on a slot machine. Not because they always win, but because they sometimes win, and they never know when. Your social media feed is a slot machine. Every swipe is a pull of the handle, and your brain is flooding with dopamine every single time. Not because it found something good, but because it might. And here's the cruel part. The more you scroll, the less dopamine your brain produces naturally. So you need more stimulation to feel the same thing. More scrolling, more swiping, more content. The threshold keeps rising. And real life, conversations, books, nature, starts to feel flat, boring, not worth the effort. You haven't become a worse person. Your brain has just been hijacked. Now here's where doom scrolling gets its name. Have you ever noticed that you can't look away from bad news? A disaster, a controversy, something outrageous. It's not that you enjoy it, but you can't stop reading it. That's not a personal flaw, that's your brain doing its job. For most of human history, negative information meant danger. If you ignored a threat, you could die. So your brain evolved to pay extra attention to anything threatening, alarming, or negative. Psychologists call this the negativity bias. Your brain weighs bad news about 3 times more heavily than good news. A scary headline grabs your attention faster than a happy one. A conflict in the comments pulls you in more than an agreement. An angry post makes your heart rate rise and your eyes stay glued. Social media platforms know this. Their algorithms are designed to show you what keeps you engaged. And what keeps you engaged is what makes you feel something. Anger, fear, outrage, shock. So the feed fills with it. Not because the world is only dark, but because darkness keeps you scrolling. And more scrolling means more ad revenue. You are not scrolling because you want to. You are scrolling because an ancient survival mechanism in your brain is being weaponized by a billion-dollar industry. So we have the dopamine trap, we have the negativity bias. But there's a third thing happening, and this one is the hardest to escape. It's called an open loop. Your brain has a built-in need to complete things. When something is unfinished, it stays active in your memory, taking up mental space until it gets resolved. Psychologists name this the Zeigarnik effect. Every time you scroll, you encounter unfinished stories. A headline with no conclusion, a comment thread mid-argument, a video that cuts off, a post about something you half recognize. Each one creates an open loop in your brain, and your brain desperately wants to close it, so it makes you keep scrolling. But here's the trap. Every answer creates 3 more questions. Every closed loop opens 5 new ones. The feed never ends, the loops never fully close, and your brain never gets the resolution it's looking for. So you scroll, and scroll, and scroll, chasing a finish line that doesn't exist. Now, knowing all of this, what do you do? The first thing to understand is this: willpower alone will not work. You cannot out-willpower a system designed by neuroscientists and behavioral engineers. That's not pessimism, that's just realistic. But your brain is not helpless either, because the same neuroplasticity that got rewired by scrolling can be rewired back. Here are 3 things that actually work, backed by research. 1. Interrupt the automatic behavior. Doom scrolling is almost always automatic. It starts before your conscious brain catches up. The fix is to create friction. Move the app off your home screen. Turn off notifications. Put the phone in another room at night. You're not fighting your brain, you're just putting a speed bump between the impulse and the action. 2. Replace the loop. Don't just remove it. If you take away scrolling without giving your brain something else, it will go back. Give it a different loop, a book chapter, a short walk, even a conversation. Your brain still wants stimulation. Just redirect it. The goal isn't to delete every app and live in the woods. The goal is to go from automatic to intentional. To be the one choosing, not the one being chosen for. Your brain is extraordinary. It kept your ancestors alive in jungles and on savannas for hundreds of thousands of years. But it was never designed for infinite scrolling. It was never designed for algorithmic feeds that update every millisecond. It was never designed for a world where bad news comes from every corner of the planet, all at once. So if you struggle with doom scrolling, you're not failing. You're a human brain facing something it was never built to handle. Now you know why it happens, and now you know what to do. If this made you think, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want to understand more about the strange, surprising way your brain actually works, subscribe, because we're just getting started.